All right, small town cop here. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's about 400 yards away, maybe a little short, maybe 375. I don't think you can get it through the scope here, but sorry, finger got in the way. It's so unprofessional. But just hit it with 2 rounds. It's a pumpkin that was partially filled with water, so the water fell out. Just hit it with 2 rounds of the AAC 70gr TSX. Let's see what it did. All right, here's our approach, and I am very impressed. Finally got some good stability. 1 round, 2 rounds, and hey, look at those exit holes, all the way out the say 375, 400 yards. I didn't think I would really retain the rounds, but I was really more interested in seeing the energy transfer. That was a good hold. It was right in line with my ACSS scope. Let me see for a second if I can find the bullets here in the dirt. Well, no luck on the bullet itself, but I mean, that shows clear expansion right there. I mean, not the best, but I mean, both of these rounds opened up fairly well. I mean, not great. They at least transferred a bunch of energy. They didn't open up much. But at this distance, that's pretty killer. All right, next I'm going to try Hornady 75gr Frontier, and I'm going to try the Black Tip. All right, let's see what we got here. Did 3 more with the Black Tip. I think it's gonna be these 3. Man, okay, I've been worried about the grouping of these rounds. Actually, I have to go back and check the video. Is it these 2 were the 70 grains, or was it these 2? I feel like it was these 2. No, I'm pretty sure it was one of these smaller ones. Either way, I'm at 400 yards. I just confirmed it. And it grouped like this. Maybe I pulled one down, sure, for the 70 grains, but that Black Tip, whether it's these 3 or these 3, these 3 or these 3, holy cow. That's some accuracy. I mean, that's 7 away. I mean, that's not even, it's not even 3 inches. My finger, I know, is exactly 1 inch segments. That's why I always use this. I mean, good Lord. Let's see what it does in the back. Sweet baby Jesus lying in a manger. I got a little sun in my eye. Just look at that. Just look at that. Now, granted, this isn't, you know, ballistics gel, anything like that, but I mean, it definitely dumps its energy very well at this distance. Very well. And it obviously grouped well. So, even more kudos for that 75gr Black Tip. I mean, I can't knock that. I've been worried about the accuracy because I haven't been able to get really stable to shoot where I was at, and at this spot I am, and good googly moogly. Yeah, that's effective. Take a little run right there. I am now very impressed. And I guess I'll turn this for the Hornady and see what we get. Let's see. All right, my Hornadys are obviously going a little bit faster, but because they were hitting higher, I had to really watch that. Oh, alarm's going off. And you see still, I shot off the top. And again, look at that distance. Well, you can't look at the distance, but look at that grouping. I mean, that is impressive accuracy. Out of all these rounds, I mean, all these rounds. The 70 grainers, the least accurate, but I mean, still, that was, I don't know, that's what, let's go back to the bullets first. Let's see the damage done. Now, well, you can see that it kind of, because it was sitting high, it took the tops off, didn't do as much lower damage, which brings me back to here. I mean, even at worst, that's a 6-inch spread. Maybe, no, that's probably 8 inches. I mean, that's about it. I have to measure my hand later, but I mean, that's a good spread. But that's still not bad for 400, 375. I mean, the accuracy of those 75gr though, that has been impressive. So I put to bed any doubts I had about the ammo, for sure. Once I was able to get here and really test out those 75grs and the 70grs. They transferred a good amount of energy. I mean, that's the grouping again. And this is the damage done at 375, 400. And also, just so you guys see, I kept holding right here on the on this pumpkin, and just there's a velocity difference. That Hornady is cooking a bit faster, and see how much higher it hits than the 75grs. And that's not a huge difference, obviously, because it was the same hold, but you can see how high, if you have a faster round, it's going to hit versus a slower like 223. Because I know these are loaded, out of the pumpkin as if it's the round. These AAC rounds are loaded like in between velocities of 223 and 556, which is not bad, but you can just see the drop difference. You can see it. I mean, it's going to hit a little lower. Or in this case, actually, it seems like my Hornady's hit just a little higher because they were hitting above the 400-yard mark. But still, what a killer set of rounds. So if you have any questions now about the AAC line, don't. I mean, energy transfer is there, and the accuracy is certainly there. I came out here not sure I would actually hit the target of those 75grs. I hadn't got good groupings, and I wasn't sure how well they'd hold at distance, because I know sometimes rounds, they start off good, but they just, whether it's the powder they use, the bullet design, sure they'll group 1 MOA or something like that close in, but as they go out further, they just lose it. I know Pre-Parson's guilty of that, but man, I can't say how impressed I am about both these rounds. That is really good. Now I got to take it home and measure them all. All right, see ya. Oh yeah, and get up there and train, actually shoot your stuff and know what you're doing.